Hey guys, how's it going? It's Q here, and today we're going to be doing another crypto token review. So this one we're going to be looking at today is actually MetaversePRO. Now, I've been hearing a lot about this one. Supposedly a lot of people have been making a lot of money with this coin or with this token. So wanted to check into it and just kind of look at it. Now, just letting you know, this is not going to be an actual in-depth analysis or review. I'm just going to kind of be doing some research on it and just letting you guys see what I find and just kind of seeing what I find. And I also just want to say that any statements or any opinions or anything expressed in this video is definitely not financial advice. So I always recommend you guys doing your own due diligence. Last thing before we get started is I just want to say thank you guys for all the recent support and all the love that you've shown. We're almost about halfway to 200 subs. I feel like we just hit 100 subs, so that's crazy, but really appreciate you guys. And we'll go ahead and get into this. All right, so let me just go ahead and refresh this page. Okay, so this is the price that it's currently at. So looking at this one, now I will go ahead and confess, I kind of have been looking into this already a little bit. I've been paying attention to the price. And I actually already do, prior to this video, I actually did get into this, but I just wanted to kind of double check, go over it again with you guys and actually kind of do some research with you guys and show you as well. So, so the price has kind of been sort of in a downtrend recently. I'm not going to look too deep into this, but, I think this coin has only been out for about, it's only been out for about maybe 2 weeks, maybe around 2 weeks or so. It came out, it was lingering around the 200 range, and then about a week ago or so, late November, it started spiking up in the 300s. All-time high was kind of sort of around, I think it was around about close to 500, close to 600 around there. And then it kind of started dipping. A lot of people definitely sold right here, and then people bought this up again, and it's kind of been all over the place, honestly. And then it had a big sell right here, and now it's kind of going back up. So once again, I don't really do predictions like that because I feel like crypto is so all over the place that I feel like it's really not too, I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to like predict these this type of stuff, because anything can happen. But if I had to say what I think is going to happen, it could continue in this downtrend until it kind of hits like around like the 200 range. And then I guess if you want to get into it, maybe you can get into it like around there. I think I got into it like around here somewhere. And I'm going to let you guys see later on in this video what I'm kind of doing with mine. But yeah, supposedly this is one of those like metaverse kind of tokens. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of read up on it and kind of see what's up with this one. So it's already on PancakeSwap. There's some news here on this. This right here is kind of talking about Facebook and stuff though, but yeah, there's a little bit of news on this. And there's a decent amount of money that's been put into it. A lot of people are kind of making money on this. So what I want to do is it is on the Binance, the Binance Smart Chain Network. So that's good. I mean, that's always good because you just don't have to worry about those extremely high Ethereum fees when it comes to that. So what I do want to do is like check out the actual token itself. So there's only about 2,000 people holding this, which is interesting. I thought it was more than that. But let's go to the holders. So looking at this right here is kind of, now when I was kind of doing my research on this kind of previously, this right here is kind of sus because whenever you're looking at the holders, you never really want a random address like this holding a high percentage like this, because that right there is very sus. Now this does have a contract on it, but really good projects that you want to invest in long term, you really don't want this, honestly. And if you do have this like this, then it needs to be like a burn address. but you really don't want one regular address having this much percentage quantity of this in here, you know. But let's see if we can click on this contract and see what's up with this. So reading the contract, T-Wrap Oracle. Yeah, see, this is the owner contract. So yeah, somebody owns this contract. Somebody owns this contract. This is the owner that owns this contract. So, you know, with some of these tokens, you got to be kind of careful because they'll try to make things seem a certain way and make it seem okay when in reality it's not, you know. Let's see if we go over to contract. Okay, and then this is the same owner. So the actual same owner is the person who owns that contract. So that's not that good because, you know, in the future that could potentially not be that great because honestly, you know, you could, I don't know, you know, whenever you really want to look for something that you really want to look for with these tokens is you want this to be a zeroed out address or like just a dead address. You don't want anybody to own that. I need to do some more information on this. I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember what this means because sometimes even if they own it, it's okay. Because what I'm about to do is let's actually click on this contract address right here and then go to contract. And let's actually look at the source code right quick and let's see if there's anything in here that states, let's see what kind of functions are in here, right? So let me see. We know that somebody owns the address. So is the liquidity locked? Let's see if the liquidity is locked right quick. Doesn't look like there's any locked liquidity function in here. So that is very sus. Or actually, hold on, let me see, Metaverse ERC token. Actually, hold on, there's a couple of these. Sometimes these are kind of confusing, actually. Let me see. Locked. None of these are locked. Sometimes if I can't find it, I'll search it in all of them just to see if there's any type of locked feature, because basically what I'm doing right now, or a locked command or whatever, basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to search and see if there's a locked function or a locked function in here for the liquidity, because basically if there's not a locked function, then that means that they can kind of rug pull this whenever they want to, because basically all good coins need like a locked function in it, and if they don't have one, then that means that the owner can essentially decide to pull out the liquidity from the coin, and without any liquidity, then you can't really trade it, you can't sell it, buy it, none of that. So there's usually a function in good coins. There's usually a function that shows that it's been locked, or that it's been locked for a certain amount of time, and that basically means that, okay, yeah, the owner can't like mess with the liquidity, right? I'm searching in every single one of these and I don't see anything. Nothing is coming up that says locked. And you don't even really have to do this. You really just have to do this with the top one. But I'm just doing it anyway. And nothing is coming up. So that is pretty sus, because that means that it's not locked. So that's not that great, honestly. And you kind of you have to kind of look at this stuff when you're looking at these, and you see here decimals. Yeah, so yeah, that can definitely be suspect. So that's something to look out for with this particular token. Just know that the liquidity is not locked, and just know that there's one address that's holding the majority of the coin. So that, paired with the fact that the owner is still pretty much owns that address, they can pretty much pull that whenever they want to. Let's go back to here right quick, and let's check and see if there's a minting function, because and there is a minting function. So that's sus. This coin is actually pretty sus. I may or may not take my money out of it, honestly. That's why I wanted to make this video to check this, but to check this again. But basically this minting function means that they can kind of mint it whenever they want to, which means that they can control the price essentially. So once again, that's not good. So let me see, let me just make sure there's like no self-destruct function or anything in here. If there's a self-destruct function, then that's horrible, but okay. There's really no self-destruct function. There's a minting function. There's no locked liquidity. So it's really not looking too good for this token. Now, sometimes even though there's a minting function in here, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to use that function, because when people make these coins, sometimes they just do a lot of copy and pasting. If you've ever been into coding, there's a lot that goes into coding, and it's very hard to create your own code from scratch. Like, to me, I was into coding for a little second, and you have to be genius to like really just know all of this stuff. Like, I'm sorry, you really do. So a lot of times what people will do is they'll use GitHub or stuff like that, get code from people, and sometimes it'll have certain code in it that won't even be used in these contracts. So you know, once again, it's just one of those things where it's kind of up to you. You know, you do your own research, and however comfortable you feel with you know, with whatever is, you know, just kind of just how comfortable you feel, right? But anyways, yeah, kind of not looking too great though, honestly. Sometimes I like to look at the comments too, just to see what people are saying. I really don't like looking at the comments too much, because I just feel like most people don't know what they be talking about. And you want to look at the facts, you want to look at the code, you want to look at all that stuff. You really don't want to look at comments and stuff. Hold on, let me go back. This is the contract, so let's go to this one. See, and then this stuff right here, this is just a bunch of spammers and stuff. This right here is a known scam. Never, guys, never use this. I learned this the hard way. You know, just being inexperienced at a certain time. If you guys go to BSC scan and you see this same video or something like this, never really do these. You never want to do these. A lot of times the code will actually be like coded out of this, and they'll basically claim that you can create like some sort of like you can basically create like a front run bot or something like that, and basically it grabs like the liquidity from each transaction or something on the network. This crap is like one of the biggest scams ever. Never do that. But anyways, yeah, this is why I never look at the comments, because the comments are just spam. So but yeah, you go to the contract address and you look at this contract and stuff like that. Yeah, it's kind of looking a little, I don't know, it kind of is looking a little sus. I won't front. I won't front. It's looking a little sus, but we'll see though. We'll see. I mean, sometimes you can, I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta kind of do your own research as well and just see, because some of this stuff isn't that big of a deal to some people. Because a lot of times you can still get into something, make decent money, and then get out of it. You know, I feel like a lot of people who be into stuff like this and that do trade it probably don't plan on holding it for a while. So, you know, you can always do that. Once again, not financial advice, but you can always do that if you know what you're doing and you know what to look for. Because a lot of these little coins that pop up out of nowhere be pretty scammy. I won't front. So we'll move on from this, and let's check out their something that I like to check out is their oh, you can actually click the link right here and look at the source. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Okay. So something that I like to do is I like to check out their social media. So it looks like they have a Reddit, they have a Twitter. Let's check out the Twitter. Let's see what's going on with the Twitter. So they have 11K followers. Well, let's see. Hold on. Before we check this out, let's actually go to the website, because you do want to check out the website, right? So this is the website. Meta, the reserve currency for the metaverse in GameFi. Metaverse is the metaverse reserve system. That will be the reserve currency for the metaverse in GameFi. So looking at this website, it doesn't look like it's too poorly made. Let me see. Bond sales and LP fees increase treasury revenue and lock in liquidity to help control meta supply. Bond sales and LP fees increase treasury revenue and lock in liquidity and help control meta supply. Okay, so if you guys know how that works, let me know in the comments, because I'm not 100% sure, because it does say that this right here does say that lock in liquidity, even though the contract kind of says something different. Maybe it works differently. You guys can let me know. And if I'm missing something on that, educate me as well. I mean, that's the whole point of this channel, kind of educating one another, and just, I'm letting you guys know what's up. And yeah, you guys can let me know what's up as well in the comments. Treasury inflow is used to increase treasury balance. Okay. And regulate staking. Okay. They're not really giving too much information here. Sustainable staking. So one thing I will say about this one is that, this right here was why I put my money in it, because even if this is kind of ruggy, like a rug token, the APY is pretty high, and you can pretty much make a decent amount of money, a good amount of money right now, without even having to really put too much money into it or hold it for too long, right? So even if it's a sus token, tokens like this, you can kind of get in and out, make a quick bag, so this is why I kind of put some money into it. But anyways, yeah, this, and they're kind of just saying the same thing. All meta minted for staking rewards are backed with a reserve from the treasury. Reward stakers compounding interest, increasing their meta holdings over time. Meta is minted and evenly distributed for staking rewards. More meta staked reduces the APY, pushes the meta price higher. Okay, so yeah, it basically creates that balance. So basically, like, this number is going to fluctuate. This is your staking APY. And this is basically what our people are doing with this token right now. They're doing this to make money with it. And basically the price is going to go up and down, and it's going to fluctuate. But the reason why is because the more people that basically like stake it, it does reduce the API, but it makes the price of meta go higher. And then as the price of meta falls, the APY percentage actually goes up. So it kind of creates that balance of you being able to make a consistently good income, actually. So that right there was why I decided to put my money into it. And also it does say that that's why it's minted. So once again, going back to that minting function, sometimes the minting function will be there, but it'll be used for other things like this or something else, but I don't know, minting functions are kind of sus. And once again, you just got to kind of do your research on that. I don't know every single thing, every in and out about it, but if you guys know more about that, definitely feel free to put it in the comments, and I'll probably do some more research on that myself. But a store of value is an asset that is stable or increases value over time. Okay. Stable coins are vulnerable to inflationary policies, while Bitcoin and Ethereum suffer from market crashes or manipulation. None of these is a true store of value. Interesting. This is the first time I'm actually hearing about this. Okay. It is an asset that is stable or increases in value over time. That is true, because stable coins, yeah, they're pretty much like regulated, so, yeah, they're controlled by like regulations and policies, but they are stable. So you don't have to really worry about losing money too much. But then like the regular ones like Bitcoin, Ethereum, stuff like that, market fluctuations do that. So yeah. How MetaversePRO is different. Meta is designed to grow in value. Meta is backed by an ever-growing income-generated treasury. We created a currency that is able to constantly grow purchase power despite market conditions. Now, this right here is kind of interesting because Um, honestly, I don't know. It's kind of interesting because if you look at the chart, it's kind of doing something. Well, I don't know. I guess it's still technically, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I don't know. You guys can kind of see what's up with that. Metaverse is owned and protected by MetaversePRO itself. Liquidity protected is owned and protected. Metaverse owns almost all of its liquidity, which helps maintain price stability and treasury income. With the protocol owned liquidity, MetaversePRO is protected from unpredictable and unfavorable market conditions due to longevity and efficiency. While that is true, the only thing about that is that they can still rug pull that, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful, with that. But anyways, it seems okay so far. The coin seems okay, but here's the thing. Who are the people behind this? Because you know me, like, what I like to do is I like to see who's behind this. Because I'm sorry, but a rule of thumb when looking at these tokens like this is if there's no transparency, it's usually because they're sus. I'm sorry. We all know that ownership is everything, and people love to own and are proud of what they create and what they own. So there's no reason for them to be hiding their faces or hiding who they are. So what I always like to do is there's really nothing on here that has, like, there's no team. There's like no team little tab or anything. MetaversePRO, like who are the guys behind this? Because you can't control the currency but not have that. You can't control it but not have that transparency. I don't know. I don't see anything that's really showing where they. Let's see, roadmap, MetaversePRO, FAQ. Oh, excuse me. Okay, they have a lot of information on here, which is really good because most scam coins won't even have all of this. They won't even put in all this work, to be honest. So I really do like this. I don't know. There's certain things that certain things that like is kind of sus and then makes it look legit and then makes it look sus again and then makes it look legit. So once again, guys, you just never really, with stuff like this, sometimes you just never really know. If it's something that you want to get into, make a little bit of money, and then dip out, then you can definitely do that. I don't know about holding it long term, but I know a lot of people are making a lot of money off of this one right now, though. I'm not gonna read all of this, but okay, here we go. Team. This is what I was looking for. Project Focus Metaverse Reserve. Okay, issued by the team currently consists of 12 members. Okay. See, whenever I see stuff like this, man, this is the stuff that kind of gets me, man, because I need pictures, I need names. That's what I need. I need faces and I need names to make me really, that faces and names are what really make me want to hold a project long term, right? But when I see stuff like this, I'm just like, okay, well, this is probably something short term that I would get into short term. They do have Twitter links. Let me see, the founder. Okay, so now we're making our way over to Twitter. But once again, okay, Metaverse founder, but no picture. No picture. It's like, man, this is cool, but what's with all the, why not be transparent, And that's, I don't know, man, that's what trips me out, I mean, they could just be real smart and elaborate behind this, but it could still be a scam because I've seen a lot of elaborate, very well thought out. Excuse me. I've seen a lot of. Excuse me. Okay. I've seen a lot of well thought out and elaborate scams over the years, honestly, and people have gotten really desperate. So they're really like, like I said, they've gotten real good with this stuff. Yeah, I don't see anything on here. I don't see anything on here. Go to media. See, I'm not logged in though. But oh man, why does my body keep trying to do stuff while I'm recording? Sorry guys. Yeah, what's with all the, I don't know, man. All the anonymous stuff be the stuff that really be making me feel sussed out about all this, about, you know, tokens like this, right? They pretty much all have the same picture. Okay, I've kind of seen enough, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, they have this stuff here, and that's cool, you know, and it could be completely legit. It could, you know, but I just kind of want you guys to see this stuff so you can kind of see it and kind of make the decision for yourself. You know, there's some things that kind of make sense, and then certain other things that kind of don't. So let me see, going back to the website, the last thing I kind of want to look at is the white paper right quick. Where's the white paper? I guess this is kind of the white paper, huh? They're not really calling it the white paper, but I guess this kind of is the white paper, because they have like the roadmap, locked liquidity. Meta created by bond purchases will be burned. So do they have a burn address on here? Did I see a burn address? Because I don't know if I saw a burn address, to be honest with you. I don't see a burn address. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Meta, guys. I really don't. Like, I feel like it could be legit, but I don't know. I know that they're saying that this is how it's supposed to work, but I don't know, man. We'll see, because it is like you can see the value up in here, because that's how much that they said the total value locked. They're saying that it's locked, but to be honest, let me see. Let me just look at this one more time, because maybe there was something that I missed. See, but the issue is that this person owns that. This person owns that. What address is this? Contract deployer. I don't know. This person right here owns it. But how much meta do they have staked? They only have 900 staked meta. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. Maybe it's fine, but we'll see. It says it's a deployer, so we'll see, guys. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure I had already looked at some of this stuff. I'm just doing it again, and I'm doing it on camera. Just kind of going back and rechecking stuff, because that's always a good practice as well. Sometimes you want to go back, recheck stuff, see if anything's changed, and just kind of like refresh yourself on what you're into. But you know, I don't know, metaverse could be good. Once again, this one is definitely one that I've been hearing a lot of people make a lot of money with this one. So even if it is honestly a scam coin, or even if they decide to rug pull it at some point, you could probably just go ahead and get into it right now, and then honestly just like make some quick gains off of it, just off of the staking alone. Because one thing I will say is that you can take it in and out easily. So the liquidity is definitely there. They have control over the liquidity, but it is there. So basically you can take it. There's more than enough liquidity to stake, unstake, and swap back and forth, so you won't really have any issue with that. And one thing with scam coins is that liquidity is the main thing with the scam coins, and if there's not enough of it, if there's an issue with it, is so this video's been pretty much half an hour, so I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. I don't know if I'll actually edit this video or not, because I kind of want these coin and token reviews to be raw and uncut, so that way you guys can like really see the full process. But at the same time, I don't like for my videos to be super long, so I don't know. But anyways, guys, I might just upload this one just as it is, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is kind of what Meta's looking like right now. It doesn't look too bad. You guys can definitely do your own research as well with this one, and if you guys know anything else about this one, or feel a certain type of way, or just have any opinions, just feel free to put them down, comment down below and put them down. Put that information out there for people to see. Yeah, we'll see how this one does. But yeah, I definitely did get into it, and we'll see how it does. If I get any profits on it or not. I didn't put a whole lot, but I know a lot of people are putting a lot into this, and they're making bank, and they're able to take it out, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. So whether it's a long-term investment that's legit or not, sometimes doesn't really matter. So I think it's a pretty decent one to get into for right now, but there's definitely a lot of like red flags and things that kind of aren't right. But I will say that they kind of, once you go to the website, they kind of explain those red flags. So yeah, I guess it kind of just depends. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.